Hello everybody, this is Gareth Goon Speaks back here with another video. I'd like you to hit the subscribe bar, give me a thumbs up if you like the video, or hit the notification bell to be notified when I post my next post, or otherwise you can donate to my ministry and the charities that I support at garethgoon3@gmail.com on PayPal. This one here is about Vermont vandalism, exposes national divide over Israel and anti-Semitism. In rural Vermont, a conflict unfolded thousands of miles away has left its mark on a local storefront, exposing tensions over Israel, Gaza, and the increasingly difficult question of where political criticism ends and anti-Semitism begins. Security cameras outside Denise Gabro's gym in Proctorsville captured a man spraying paint "Free Palestine" and profanity over Israeli flags displayed outside the business. A lot of people were scared, neighbours right down the street that wanted the profanity taken down immediately. Gabro said turned out to be a 25-year-old man that works in the next town over. The vandalism came as debates over Israel, Gaza and Palestinian rights reached Vermont Town Hall. Several communities have recently passed apartheid-free communities resolutions criticising Israeli policy and urging local institutions to reconsider their ties. Joe Januzzi of the American Friends Service Committee said the local effort showed that the issue extends beyond major cities and college campuses. It really showed the success of this campaign and the success of organisers in Vermont in proving that Palestine is a local issue, Januzzi said. Supporters say the resolution criticised the policies and actions of the Israeli government rather than the Jewish people. Some Jewish residents, however, say the campaigns have contributed to an atmosphere in which they feel demonised and unwelcome in their own communities. They are demonising us, said Mark Trinkman of Vermont Friends of Israel. For some Jewish residents, the debate has moved beyond politics and become a question of personal safety. When you believe you are against someone who is a literal Nazi or kills children or wants genocide or ethnic cleansing or believes in apartheid, it gives you permission to take matters into your own hands. Trinkman said, the tension has raised the difficult question about where criticism of Israel or Zionism ends and anti-Semitism begins. John Hermans, a supporter of the Apartheid-Free Communities campaign, said criticism of Israel's government should not automatically be criticised as hostile towards the Jewish people. What we're doing is criticising the policies and actions of the State of Israel, not the Jews, Herman said. Many Jewish advocates say the line is crossed when Jewish people are targeted because they are Jewish or held personally responsible for the actions of the Israeli government. Whether shouted during a crowded protest in Manhattan or spray painted on a storefront in rural Vermont, anti-Semitic slurs can take different forms while leaving Jewish communities feeling threatened and intimidated. The question confronting Proctorsville are now echoing far beyond in Main Street. In New York City, the argument has become a high-profile political fight surrounding Mayor Zoran Mandani and his criticism of Israel's war in Gaza. I've made it clear my commitment to protect Jewish New Yorkers is one I will uphold, Mandani said. Protesters outside the mayor's residence, however, said his rhetoric included the description of the war in Gaza as a genocide has left many Jewish New Yorkers feeling vulnerable. It's awful Jews are being harassed, intimidated. The level of anti-Semitism is beyond anything I've ever thought I'd see. Protester Adam Orthlow said. Even within the Jewish community, there is disagreement over whether criticism of Israel or its leaders should be considered anti-Semitic. Rabbi David Feldman of Nutri Kata International defended Mandami's right to condemn Israel policies. We know Mayor Mandami as an honest, righteous person, standing up for New Yorkers, and if he believes what Israel does is criminal and is wrong, then that is not anti-Semitism, Feldman said. Beyond political rhetoric, federal authorities are investigating violent incidents allegedly targeting Jewish people and institutions. The FBI has described a March attack on a Michigan synagogue as Hezbollah-inspired terrorism. In Boulder, Colorado, federal prosecutors charged a man with a hate crime following an attack on a gathering focused on the plight of Israeli hostages. The Anti-Defamation League reported more than 6,000 anti-Semitic incidents in its 2025 national audit, the third highest total in the organization's history. There's absolutely has been a tremendous escalation in anti-Semitic incidents since October 7th in all sectors of life, K2 and campus, on the streets, in the workplace, said Shara Goodman of the Anti-Defamation League. Concerns about anti-Semitism are playing out in schools. In 2024, the School District of Philadelphia agreed to take proactive steps following a federal investigation into its response to allegations of anti-Semitic harassment. Camera, a pro-Israel media watchdog organization, said the district's response did not go far enough. While the school district was supposedly working through resolution and there were steps that they were supposed to take, there were still issues of anti-Semitic harassment, said Becca Scalise of Camera K-12 program. In Colorado, Boulder Valley Schools has been accused of failing to protect a Jewish 8th grade student from repeated slurs, harassment and physical attacks. James Pask of the Anti-Defamation League said one alleged incident involved a Chromebook charging control being wrapped around the student's neck, pulling the student backward in a chair until the student fell while the student was called an anti-Semitic slur. The response to anti-Semitism has also reached Washington. In May, senators introduced the bipartisan Jewish American Security Act. The proposed legislation would expand civil rights enforcement on college campuses, increase security funding for Jewish institutions, and require greater transparency from social media companies. Come back for part 2 of this post. Shalom, Maranatha, and Hallelujah.